Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, mono-wide control. But not really control because this is board wipe after board wipe after board wipe. So this deck that I really wanted to try out for a long time now is mono-wide, board wipe the deck. Right? And the idea is that, well, the metagame is kind of getting stuck on either super aggressive decks or kind of slow, counterspell heavy deck. So we have two ways to go about it. If they're aggro, well, we're just gonna blow up their board over and over and over. If they're control, we're gonna overrun them with little might tokens and with Mirrex and things like that, and that eventually will kill them. So that's the idea of the deck, and let's look at the whole deck list. So in the early game, I have 2 lay down. Count it, just 2. I don't know if I can run 4 in this deck, but I can definitely try to run 2, and lay down arm is just there for exactly what that is. Anti-aggro, lay down our opponent's arm. And then, in a 2-drop, we have 4 Ambitious Farmhand and 4 Spirit Companion. But this is very important. You need to have 4 of each. I thought about playing 3 of each and having 4 lay down arms. But really, you need to have 4 of each so that the Ambitious Farmhand can get us the planes, filter out the deck a little bit better, and the Spirit Companion can get us our card draw in the early game so that we can tempo out correctly. Now, another card I included here, which is very interesting, is Unlicensed Hearse. I have 2 Unlicensed Hearse in there to get to fight against those mono blue decks, because against this deck, against mono blue, we don't have anything else to do. We're just gonna die. Well, Unlicensed Hearse can have something to say about that, but also can take out a lot of the graveyard synergy decks, and it can eat creatures against Graveyard Trespasser. It can even get rid of those pesky memory deluges. So Unlicensed Hearse is not a dead card, and sometimes we can just crew it and start hitting our opponent with it. And then we have, I'm going to talk about this card later, then we have in the 3-drop, 2 Loran, the 3rd path, so that we can pop an artifact or enchantment, 2 Tocasia's Welcome for card draw, and 4 Wedding Announcement for tempo, board presence, or even card draw. So this is just your typical white mana 3-drop, right? And then we go to the 4-drop, and here's where the strides really happen. So we have 2 Archangel Elspeth, which is a little bit different from a lot of decks. Archangel can give us 1/1 soldier as lifelink, but it can also eventually get to the -6 and bring back all non-land permanents to the mana value 3 or less from our graveyard to play. Now, this is a replacement for Serra Paragon, because remember, our whole deck is board wipe, board wipe, board wipe. So if we have Serra Paragon, it's going to get swept up by the board wipe. Archangel Elspeth, on the other hand, won't. That's why she is there instead. We have 2 Depopulate, board wipe, it starts, and then 4 Wandering Emperor. I don't need to talk about how good Wandering Emperor is. In the 5-drop, what you may notice is that we have no Elspeth. We got the 4-drop Elspeth, no 5-drop Elspeth. A lot of control decks, especially mono-white control decks, run those. Well, we don't. We got 4 Sunfall to make sure that we got those board wipes. And then we have 2 Farewells to, again, make sure we have those board wipes. And we got 1 Wandering Emperor. Or the Eternal Wonder, I should say. I never really get the Eternal Wonder. I think a lot of people run it in place of Farewell as another board wipe, but how good is she? It's very annoying against some decks, but most of the time it's just I have a 6 mana card I want to play. I might as well play the Eternal Wonder. That's what I see a lot of people do, which I don't think is wrong, but I don't think I can fit that many Eternal Wonder in the deck because I have a 7-drop, the White Sun's Twilight. Against control, if our opponents tap out for whatever reason, we can bring in 3 or 4 mites with just the White Sun's Twilight and attack them. Against aggro, we can blow up the board and then get a lot of mites and then kill them with mites that way. And against burn decks, we can actually just gain life with the White Sun Twilight. It might not be a lot of life, but some life is definitely still warranted in most situations. So that's kind of the whole deck list. And then we have in the land base, 1 Eiganjo, 17 planes, 4 Mirrexes, and 2 Roadside Reliquary. So we definitely need 4 Mirrex because that's kind of our win con to kill them with mites. And Roadside Reliquary is pretty good because we got a lot of enchantments in the deck. And we have Artifact in terms of the Mirrex token and in terms of the Unlicensed Hearse. And also the White Sun's Twilight can also get us the Mite tokens. So that's the whole deck list. The only card I'm really afraid of in this deck is probably the only deck I should say, is probably the Atraxa deck. We don't really fight the Atraxa deck too well, which is a reason why I thought about putting in an Elesh Norn instead of the White Sun's Twilight. It's really hard to kind of argue for or against that card. So we're going to see this deck first, and if it doesn't work too well, maybe you can add in the Elesh Norn and try to figure out where that goes best. Alright, let's go. Try some standard ranked board wipe the deck. We got 8 board wipes. Actually, no, we got 10 board wipes, counting the big mummy, Wandering Emperor, and also the what is that? The Weisson's Twilight. Oh, there it is. We're gonna go first. We got Ambitious Farmhand into basically nothing for a lot of turns. I'm gonna do it. I'm gutsy. Also, it doesn't matter because if you mulligan, I mean, if I mulligan, I'll just get a worse hand. So there's no reason to worry too much. See, it's fine. Decline. No, don't decline. Please don't decline. Alright, we got a Plains. Our opponents burned, but they're not very good, so they got to go second. But they'll probably still kill us. Honestly, like, I don't know what we can do against this. They're gonna kill our farmhand. It's gonna be a 3-4, and it's gonna attack us. Alright, we got Eiganjo. Do we want to cast Eiganjo? Or do we want to hold Eiganjo for the Wandering, for the 6 drops? Well, that kind of answers my question. Down to 12. Got another Plains. We're out nighttime. Reckless Stormseeker is still scary. Kumano. I don't know if I like playing that before combat. I guess he wants to pump his Monarch's Sister. But this was definitely going to happen. I had 4 mana open.
I've learned much during my travels. You are not much of a roadblock.
Infantry. Burn. Alright.
I guess that's it then.
We just gained a 3 life. I don't think it does much, but what do we do? Just take the damage here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go down to pretty low. And I think the Weisson's Twilight might be able to save... Oh. Wait. It is all the lands. I'm confused. I mean, this can't block. I'm just doing this to gain 3 life. Which is... Like I said, Weisson's Twilight is something, right? He's holding his 1 card left in his hand. Well, let's go for the attack first. Alright, Sayonara to... I mean, I don't want to get artifacts, but I don't think it matters. Let's get everybody and everything. Kumano? Do we just get an Emperor out? What can an Emperor do? That's fine. Curves out a little bit better this way.
This is our enemy. Keep your eyes sharp.
I don't know if he can deal 5 damage. Let's draw a card. That's a Plains. Alright, so I can exile target artifact or creature, return that card to the battlefield. And owner's control. So I can exile the Spirit Companion, right? Is that better than making another 2/2 double striker out? Not yet.
We can win this together.
Gotta be safe. So he's got a Kumano. He has nothing. Actually, I don't need to do this right now. Do I attack with the 2/2? No. Play my Mirrex. No attacks. And turn. We'll get it back for a card. Lay down arms. Well, all they have is a Kumano, so... Second Kumano. My Emperor!
I've suffered worse.
I have suffered worse. I mean... I'll have 3 blockers. Right, because the dog will come back.
a nice trip.
The dog will come back. Just planes, huh? I thought it was Boardwipe the deck. Apparently it's planes the deck. Radhar. Okay. Nice. Nice 4-2 you got. What does it do? Can't block it, huh? What if it's just not even in play? What do you do then? Wait, this is gonna get +1? +1? +2/+2, so that's 4. That does 8 damage. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's lethal, right? Alright, that's lethal. Take that mono red burn. No match for the Boardwipe. I don't think it's a good deck. I don't think it's a bad deck. I think it's a very funny deck. Note the word funny. It's not fun if you're on the receiving end of it, but it's very funny when you get board wiped over and over 17 turns in a row. Alright, Jose. Is that a name? Is that Jose? Is it Jose? I don't know. Opponent goes first. We got a better hand than before, but opponent goes first this time. We're gonna say hi, mono black. Well, maybe not mono black, but they play Swan first. Now it's probably mono black. Tenacious underdog, huh? Do we Roadside Reliquary? We just show 2 planes. That's fine. Let's see. Do we Farmhand or Spirit Companion? Either way, I'm not blocking, right? Yeah. So I wanted to play Spirit Companion there first, since I already have lands, and you know, this is 100%. This is 100% of playing, and this could be some other card. Liliana. That's not gonna do fun.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. I've always hated clowns.
You sure there? Sword. Wow. Boardwipe the deck does not fight against Planeswalker the deck, I guess.
Will my people's savagery. My ways are not.
Planes.
We all have things we love.
He's probably not going to attack with the underdog. He does. Why would he do that? No way that's the right play. Alright, I can pump. Yeah, that's good. I can't get rid of the underdog this way, but
Anyone who harms my people must
I can get rid of Liliana this way.
Fine, I'll take my zombies and leave.
If he attacks the Emperor, he leaves his sword wide open. He's drawing still. Alright.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
I mean... Okay. So, I can attack the Sorin. I can just make a 3/3. But that does put the Sunfall in the grave, or Sunfall, to put the underdog in the graveyard, right? Do I want that to happen? Go for the throw. Interesting. So the Sorin is really, really scary to us. -7's almost here, huh? Alright, let me get a 1/1 anyways. You never know, right?
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Graveyard Trespasser. What do we have? We got a dog? Tocasia's Welcome. Not good enough. So can we push through on Sword? This is a 1-1. It's a 2-2. I can't play the Archangel if I attack. Or if I flip it. That's... one land off here. So what can we do? I think we just die. Because that's a -7. Alright. Mono Black's got us. But that's also because we went second, right? If we went first, everything would have been different. Had to kill the Liliana there, but there was really nothing we can do. And this was also what I was thinking of when I made the deck, is that we are very weak against Planeswalkers, which is why there's 4 Sunfall in the deck rather than 4 Depopulate, because Sunfall technically can give us the tokens to then hit the Planeswalker. The biggest problem now is lands. So yeah. Pablo Man! Well, those are lands, alright. Let's hope it's mono blue. He'd be so mad if he's mono blue. Not mono blue. Skrelf! Alright, well, he definitely won't see this coming. Vroom vroom! We need 7 mana for the White Sun's Twilight. That's why there's only 1 in the deck. I think I drew it every game. So, I don't know what else to say. Esper. Esper Legends. Do we draw anything that's not a land? I don't think so. I think every card's drawn so far is land. I guess we can not license the hearse, but crew the hearse. When his Rona inevitably throw things in the graveyard. Yawgmoth. Interesting. Guess he gets a card draw for free here. Unless he only attacks with 1 creature. If he only attacks with 1, it's a free block for me. We're about to announce some weddings. If he plays Shieldred here, what do we do? I don't think we have much. But if he doesn't play anything, just holding up a counterspell. He plays Shieldred here. Guess we'll just go to my turn. Ah. You know we put like 10 removal or fuel cling in the deck? And we get our 1 card draw. I would take a farmhand over this. Thanks. None of this matters. None of this matters. Because he untaps, so once he untap, he'll have a counterspell and Earth type, and nothing we play matters. We're just gonna die. At least we get a bigger board now. Would you like to Rona? Rona is just fuel for our graveyard. Alright, you draw. Oh, does he have Earthtide though? Because if he has Earthtide, I just lose, right? No Earthtide. Okay, good. He played a land, so he couldn't get an Earthtide even if he wanted to. I mean, I can crew, but then I have to tap it to exile 2 creatures because of Bennett. Now I can't target his graveyard anymore. That's so mean. Just Shieldred? You sure about that? No, he wants to Skrelv it. Okay. That brings me to 10. Pretty good combo. There's that 10. So, do we attack with everything but the farmhand? Well, his blocks are just advantage over us, so no point in doing that. I swear, if he has a counterspell, after all of that, I'm gonna leave. This is the worst feeling ever against the freaking stupidest play ever. Honestly, like, how does he have a counterspell? And then all those other cards perfectly line up when I couldn't even draw a single good removal in the whole deck. It's made of removals. Oh, well, whatever. Now I fight against I Sought the Devil. Is it me? Alright. Double Mirrex. How do we keep getting this? We have 1 in the whole deck. Not enough card draw. Put the hearse back. I'm hesitant because now it's gonna be like mono blue or something dumb. Swamp, huh? This looks reminiscent of the first game. Farmhand. Here comes Liliana. No. Yawgmoth. That seems more reminiscent of the last game. Well, let's get rid of that. Let's not have any of that. Pick 1. That deck doesn't have haste. Fairy Mastermind on his turn. I want to play a Mirrex just to trick him. No blocks. Alright. So if he blocked there, I would have Wandering Emperor.
I am the Emperor of Tocasia, and I am almost sad to see you go.
They just start sunfalling every turn. Seems pretty good.
Remember your training.
Yeah, right? It seems pretty good. There's a Eiganjo. Give me another 1/1, please.
May your blade strike true.
Another shielded. Make this a 3. One for one.
Strike fast and strike hard.
There are many secrets I don't know, but not for long. Our eyes are everywhere.
Yeah. Does he have a counterspell? Want to counter my Depopulate?
We must protect the people.
Looks like he has a removal. But he didn't want to use it there.
Thanks. I'll be
Well, the good thing about having Boardwipe, the whole deck, is that we can use it liberally. Maybe not that liberally, but I think I used 3... Yeah, I used 3 Farewells. Or not Farewell, the Sunfalls. Cut down. What's the plan there? Does he have 2 removals?
That's some serious counterintelligence.
I just want to put a plus on one of these 2/2s.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
You didn't want to create a Mirrex token there? I'm confused now. Demir! I remember playing Demir. It was heart-wrenching. I'm gonna keep my 1/1. Alright, got 2 blockers, and a hidden blocker, and a plank.
Let your blade do the talking.
Go for the throw, of course. Go for the throw can't kill the 3/3s. Quit! Good game. For me, not for you. You're playing a bad deck. My deck is better. Mono wipe, board wipe. So, see, I mean, that was my idea, is that you can just keep board wiping them until they stop playing the game. Awesome. That is another way to play control, I guess. I do think this is a good deck. There are games where you're going to fall behind because Arena's not fair, and you're not going to win every game, obviously. But, yeah, I do think this is a 55 to 60% win rate. And that was a very high deck, or high win rate to kind of claim. But really, it's just against today's meta game. I don't see any deck putting up answers against this in a fair matchup. Against Mono Blue, we got the Unlicensed Hearse. Basically, stop the whole deck. They can't stop the Hearse. Against Mono Black, well, you saw against Mono Black, we just keep removing things, and they don't have anything else. And we got so much tempo just from, well, we didn't really play anything, we just got the Wandering Emperor. Right, the Wedding Announcement, the Tocasia's Welcome, the Eternal Wonder, these are all card advantage that slowly overruns them. Against any other kinds of control deck, basically, what did they want to counter? Ambitious Farmhand? They want to counter a Loran? They want to counter, you know, a Wandering Emperor and then let us play the Eternal Wonder the next turn? They don't really have much, and all we have are small creatures that kind of kill them slowly over time. Death by 1,000 cut. The only thing I could not think of to fight against is Atraxa decks. And really, even against Atraxa decks, I think the best way is to just remove, remove, remove. There are 4 Atraxas, we got 10 board wipes. So, you know, they're going to run out eventually. Against counterspell heavy decks like Blue-Eye Azorius control, we can just overrun them with Mirrex. The only thing that we lost to really to one was Unfair Draw against Mono Black, and the other one was the dumbest against Esper Legends ever, because for some reason that Esper Legend deck had a counterspell, and for some reason we drew lands. I think we drew like 7 planes for 7 turns straight, and we were just trying to hold off for an Eternal Wonder. That's the highest cost for our board wipe, and we had a licensed Twilight in our hand, right? We didn't get any Depopulate, we didn't get any Sunfall. Those are the cards that we want against Esper Legend, because they can't really stop that. Once you board wipe them once, they're gone. They're gone from the game entirely. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.